So if you're like me, you might look at an earbud and your ear instantly hurts, and you might look at a regular type of headphone that goes over the ear and your ears start to instantly sweat. Well, they did come out with something in the 90s that was called an open ear headphone, but it used bone conducting, which literally like rattled your brain, and there was no sound quality. It's horrible. So how do we go about making a headphone that is an open ear design but doesn't have absolute horrible sound quality? Well, the answer is actually pretty cool, and I happen to be wearing them right now. So these are the OpenRock X open ear air conducting headphones, and they claim to have the comfort of an open ear design, which I'm sure they do, it's an open ear design, but they also claim to have the sound quality of an over ear headphone. That's kind of hard to do. Now, I've had these for about 6 months, so I've literally tested them through and through very thoroughly, and I can honestly say that they've literally changed the way that I make phone calls, to a lesser extent the way I listen to music, and to a little bit of a higher extent actually the way that I edit videos like the one that you're watching right now. So they're basically right out of the box. To get them into pairing mode, all you have to do is literally open it up like that, kind of clicks to lock, comes back out. Very, very snazzy. This also has, I believe that's a pairing button. We'll get into all of the functions and how to use everything here in a minute. Included in the box are the charger along with the earbuds and the holder, I guess you would call it as well. It also comes with a Type-C to USB small cable, which is actually really cool the way they package this in this little thing here, which also comes with your literature and the warnings and stuff. I threw the warnings away, but I actually kind of do really like the Type-C little charger. It's like yellow, and it's that I don't know, it's like the textured feel. I don't know what it's called, but seems to be of pretty good quality. I do also like the little corrugated inside, and they did a really good job packaging this. Right there was actually the little ring, so you can kind of clip it to your belt or whatever, the belt loop clip. Literally all you have to do is open them up and then find them on your phone, and they just come up as OpenRock X. These are one of the easiest things I've ever had to connect, and they also have multi-point connection, which means you can be connected to multiple devices at the same time, where the editing comes in. I can be connected to, you know, the laptop while I'm editing, and I can hear it, and at the same time, if I get a call, you know, it comes in, and then just a simple click of really the only button on the device themselves. There is a button on the bottom of both of them, and just a simple click, and that answers the call, and then a single click will also end the call. I kind of wanted to show you guys how to actually put these on. They're real intuitive when you go to put them on, but they kind of, I don't know if you can see that, they kind of swivel up and down, as well as, see, that kind of goes that way too. So what I do is I open it all the way up like that, and then kind of kick it out like that, and then it's one of the most intuitive things ever to put in and take out and put in. These, I walk around with them on because I forget that I'm wearing them, and that ain't anything that would ever have happened before with earbuds, which hurt my ears so bad, or even over the ear. They make my ears sweat so bad. The whole point of these really is for people who want to be aware of their surroundings, you know, like if they're at work, if they work in, you know, a factory setting or any type of setting. The one main thing that this is really marketed for, I think that they're kind of going for, is for like truckers and stuff like that. Actually, if you are a trucker and you're in the Midwest United States, or I believe, well, anywhere that there is a Love's Travel Center, they actually sell these in store. So that's really cool if you want to go and pick them up. Now, as far as powering them on and powering them off, like I said, literally all you do is just press the button, and as soon as you do that, you're in pairing. As soon as you take them off, they're pretty much already on. But like, let's say, you know, you had them out of the case for a while or something and they're already off, then you just simply hold the button for 1 second and that turns them on. And then if they're already on, like they're on your ears or something or whatever, and you want to turn them off without putting them into the case, which just putting them into the case turns them off as well. But you would then hold the button for 3 seconds to turn them off after they've been on. Other than that, down here on the bottom, there is a little LED that actually, you can see it there, It's green LED, and that is kind of, will show you your battery status. And it's pretty cool because it'll be green for like when it's mostly full. When you're midway on your battery, it'll go orange. So then it goes red when you're about 20% or lower on your battery. This on the back, that's actually just a hole so you can get through to the USB-C while it is opened. So to actually pair to another device to do the multi-point connection, you actually would press this for 2 seconds. Then it basically makes it available to, you know, your other devices. Now, if you want to factory reset them completely, you would hold this button right here for 10 seconds. All right, so on to some of the technical specifications of this, and actually why I really like them and I think they're so cool. One thing is they're an IPX5 water rating, which basically means that they can be sprayed with a low pressure water jet from every angle and they will be watertight. Joggers and people working out is another, you know, definite person that would want to look at these too. But now getting into why I really like them, and that is sound quality. One thing that I have a problem with a lot of earbuds and stuff like that, other than them hurting, is the fact that they don't really have a lot of bass. Well, some of them do now. Even especially over-the-ear headphones have really good bass. And something like this, which is an open-ear air-conducting headphone. Basically what air conducting means, there's bone conducting, which is, that was that weird thing I was talking about earlier that rattles your bones and replicates sound. Air conducting, literally all that is just a regular speaker, or any way like you would hear noise using air as a medium. That's basically how sound works. So, and with that, sound quality I figured would be good through, like, you know, the mid frequencies up to the high frequencies, but I wasn't really having a lot of, you know, hopes for the bass. Well, they have this proprietary technology that's called direct bass, and I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you what, it works very well, and they really blew me away. When I actually first put them on, I was like really surprised. There is one thing you can tell kind of, I guess it's in the algorithm of how they work or something. If you have them up all the way, and let's say like the intro of a song is, you know, kind of bass heavy, you'll hear the bass a lot, but then when all of the kind of the rest of the frequencies come in, it kind of cuts the bass, and I think that's just basically for battery life. I would imagine, you know, kind of leveling out. And there's really no way to turn it off. They do have a spatial sound feature inside of the app, and the app is really cool. We're not going to go really into it because just when you download it, it's all pretty much right there. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Equalizer, that's where you put in the voice commands and stuff like that, the voice prompts and stuff like that. So we're really not going to go into that, but you can check all that out on your own. So basically what this is it's an open ear design with also the design of a closed ear, but with the algorithm and the direct bass, you know, kind of helping it, whatever is going on, whatever they're doing, it really surprised me. And another thing that they have, I think for like the call clarity, it's called LISO 2.0, and I feel like that's for the external mics. There's 2 external mics per earbud, so that's 4 in total. And I believe the LISO 2.0 has to do with the noise cancellation. So if you're in a crowded environment, a lot of noise, and you're on a phone call, you know, they can hear you and not, you know, everything going around you. I think you've kind of gathered my opinion on these headphones. I really like them, and I've had them for longer than I should have. I had a little bit of problems with my editing software, so kind of had a problem getting videos out. But I have a couple of things that I have to review, and this was one of them. And really, it's kind of changed the way that I'm going to actually accept, you know, promotional items or people who contact me wanting to collaborate. I'm definitely going to start telling them, you know, I'm going to need at least 3 to 6 months to have the product to, you know, go through it all and, you know, be very familiar with it and, you know, aware of everything and give you, you know, the best opinion of everything, you know, that could be wrong with it or good with it. But yeah, so check out the other cool videos up here on product reviews or whatever I put up there, and have a good one.